Okay. I'm with Lindsey Boylan. First question. Who should be mayor?
Zora.
Today we're going to talk about why we love Zoran so much and why we really don't like Cuomo. And she has firsthand experience because she was
Secretary for Economic Development. And you try to do good things, help cities across the state economically and support jobs. And then he does things like steal from the MTA and give the money to ski resorts upstate. So I talk a lot about how Cuomo's abuse of women is actually his abuse of power. He harassed a dozen or so women who worked for him. The Department of Justice found he did these things, but he also did a lot of really bad stuff beyond that. So the abuse of power thing comes back in COVID. He forced people, nursing homes, to take back COVID positive patients, and it rapidly increased community spread. Lots of people died, and he lied about those numbers to Congress, all while he's pretending to be America's governor and saving us all from COVID, and all while making $5 million off of a self-aggrandizing book about his successes in COVID. It's the kind of shitty person he is. In general, he stacked the MTA board. He got our most respected MTA leader, Andy Byford, famously called Train Daddy. He left because he couldn't work for Cuomo. Now he's coming back to work for the city to help us with Penn Station. And we cannot have a mayor who scares away the best talent or abuses them. And whether we're talking about healthcare, public schools, the like, all the things that he tries to take credit for, like the $15 minimum wage, were actually things that other legislators pushed him to do, and he did it begrudgingly. And he would constantly leverage the city against the state. So he actually would constantly say, I'm going to screw the city over just so I can amass power in Albany. Famously would do this consistently. He doesn't even like the city. He doesn't even live here. And so it actually is a little odd that he's doing this. And it just says everything about him as a man, as an abuser, that he will try to get a job that he thinks he can get because he's a Nepo baby with the right name, just because he wants power. He doesn't even like the city. He doesn't like people. And people don't really like him, as we found in the primary. They don't like him at all. So I was one of a dozen or so women that Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed when they worked for him. They could be really junior or really senior and a lot older, like myself. But I'm the grandma of the group. Most of the women are much younger, maybe 20, 21 years old, just fresh out of college, their first job. And he would say things like this to a 22, 21-year-old woman. Do you like older men? I would date younger women. How old are you? Oh, that's the right age for me. Kind of disgusting man when you're alone in the room with him. There's no one else there. It's during COVID. There are restrictions for being around people. And the most powerful man in the state is asking you if you would enter a romantic relationship with basically him. It's truly disgusting and scary. And what answer do you give? Like, how do you answer that without angering the most important, powerful man in the state of New York during a pandemic when you're alone with him? How do you deal with that? There is no way it ends well for you. And that was every interaction dealing with Andrew Cuomo when he's sexually harassing you. There is no way that you can respond that doesn't leave you more vulnerable. I think something that I wish I could change looking back is that I thought I could handle all of it. I thought I could handle being sexually harassed and it wouldn't affect me. And if I could just put up with it, then I had succeeded, that I had advanced my career. But what I've realized is, while doing so, it was actually incredibly damaging for me. And it's incredibly damaging for all survivors and for women, because every time we think that we should have to handle harassment and abuse, it just keeps coming. It never stops. It doesn't end any different way. And it just harmed me and the women who came after me by thinking it was just part of the life that I had to put up with. And that's why we have to speak up when we can, if we have the privilege to do it. Cuomo is literally in my life just like the Halloween movie Michael, because he just keeps coming back. Like we're running away, we're trying to do stuff, and he's coming with the, you know.
It's like you put him in the basement, set it on fire, and he shows up the next year.
It's like no billionaire wants to live in a city of just their other 74 friends, you know. That doesn't make a great city.
No.
What makes a great city is how creative it is, how much innovation is happening. And that's what I think Zoran has been able to reach. We need someone who's going to fight for us. It's not just that his policies are good. It's that so many of our leaders, whether we're talking about Chuck Schumer, Kirsten Gillibrand, all of these folks, they say something that sounds right and they do very little.
Mm-hmm.
He's put himself on the line. They're waiting for you and they know you.
Yeah.
This is so cute. It's like Mama Bear.
Hi, baby.
Is that Peggy?
Hi.
Oh, it's Peggy.
Hi, Peggy. Oh, I got the strong
girl.
lady. Hi, Peggy. Oh, look at
Peggy.
her colors.
This is my girl.
She's very pretty.
She has a little peglet. Peggy, we love you. Dude, I'm so glad you came. Thank you so much for coming. And hug you. Ah!
And then.
All right. Thanks, babe. Bye.